Good afternoon, Nixon families. I am here to do the monthly update, but as you notice, I am in a very different location than I typically report from. Usually I'm in my office at my desk kind of talking about the events of the upcoming month and some things that I'd like you to know about. But today I wanted to come to a very different venue because I wanted to showcase the new cafeteria tables that we received here at Nixon. We purchased over the summer, and to give you a little more information about the tables and the reason behind the purchase. If you can see here behind me, we've got all these orange benches and tables tucked up into the wall. These are the tables we've traditionally used, and they are original to the building. What was great about these tables is that they were really cool colored, and they offered us benches for learners to sit on for cafeteria use for breakfast and lunch, and then groups that happen here as well. But what we were finding is over time, over the last several years, every time we would put the tables up into the walls like this, when we would clean the floors or if we had to have different events in this area, when we bring the tables back down, they weren't always staying and maintaining in their condition. So we would have to have people come out and help fix them. We were having an increasingly harder time finding parts for the tables. And so it was a decision we made as a building leadership team to purchase new cafeteria tables. The cost was quite great because we bought so many new tables, but we feel like not only are the tables nice looking and fun for the kids, it offered us more seating for the number of learners that we have, but really as a matter of safety, we knew it was something we wanted to invest in for our learners. So without further ado, let me show you our new tables. In the orange tables, we would fit roughly 12 to 14 learners at a table. With these new tables, we are able to sit 16 learners at a table. What I love about the tables is that they have these benches, so each individual child gets their own stool. Instead of the bench, they have their own stools, which is really great because we found that has limited the amount of kind of back and forth we were having with learners when they would sit on the benches. They'd kind of rock the benches, kind of shove back and forth, and we've eliminated that as well. I also love the new tabletop. It's really easy to clean up. It doesn't show dirt and stains as well, so that's really nice. The orange tables, while a neat color, you could tell they'd been used quite a lot and had quite a few stains on them. So we're excited about the new tabletop as well. The last thing I love about the tables is the way that they fold up. They fold up very easily, and they are pretty light, so moving them is not a problem. So when the custodians are in the cafeteria cleaning, they can clean up a lot more efficiently and faster. But then also, if we want to rearrange the tables for different events in this venue, we're able to do that very, very easily. So some things I love about the tables. We did make quite a big purchase this year. We purchased 8 new tables, and with an increase in our enrollment, we actually don't have enough. So we still have to purchase a couple of more to be able to fill our cafeteria with all new tables. So we are still using 2 of the older orange tables back here when we need them for our larger lunch shifts. And sometimes with breakfast, we end up with learners back there as well. And of course, we use it as our banquet table. What I love about these new tables is really that it keeps our learners safe. The groups that happen in here, the reading groups, the math groups that happen, as well as the lunch and breakfast that happen in here, learners are safe, and that's a big priority for us here at Nixon. All right, so now that the table conversation is done, let me tell you a little bit about the upcoming events here at Nixon and some things that you might want to know about looking forward into the month. First big exciting news is that in November, we are going to, as a building, be trying to certify as a high reliability school, level 1 certified school. Basically what that means is that we are going to be, we've compiled and are continuing to compile artifacts to support the work that we do at Nixon to keep our school safe, supportive, and collaborative. So we've increased some things like the school shout outs, which I talk about in the newsletter, and we've continued with some of the other aspects of what made Nixon special anyway with our school safety and collaboration. So we're very excited about going to certify on that. It's a national certification. I think 9 schools in the district certified level 1 last year for safe, supportive, and collaborative, and we are really eager to go through that certification process and move on with that. And there is more information about that in the newsletter, and we'll give you updates every month about that certification process and what that entails. Something else you will find in our newsletter this month is a breakdown of the emergency drills. By state law, we have to have 4 fire drills, 4 tornado drills, and 2 emergency drills, which traditionally had been like a lockdown emergency drill. We participated in all of those last year as well, so that is not new. But in the newsletter, I gave a little bit of a description of what each of those looks like, how we do that as a staff, how we keep students safe, and then also the accountability to the state of Iowa and how we report that. You can find all that information in the newsletter, as well as the dates of those drills. One thing that we tried last year that we really enjoyed is we, instead of 2 lockdown emergency drills, we limited to 1 lockdown, which is mandated by the state, and then the second lockdown emergency drill we turned into a tabletop drill where our administrative team, our school nurse, our secretaries sit at the table, and we go through different scenarios of ways to keep Nixon students safe. So instead of 2 lockdown drills a year, we've done 1 lockdown already. That's the one for the year, and then the second one in the spring will be a tabletop drill. All right, on to the special dates coming up, and you can find all of these listed in the newsletter as well. On October 7, which is Monday, we do not have school, so learners don't have school. Teachers will have a professional learning day that day. October 11th and 14th, that's a Friday and a Monday, we have our grandparents' breakfast. The way they've divided this up, because of the number of learners and grandparents that we have coming every year, is if you're an alphabetical last name A through L, we encourage your grandparent or special person to come on Friday. And if your last name is alphabetically M through Z, you come on Monday with your special person. If a grandparent can't come, parents can come, an aunt, a cousin, a family friend. It doesn't have to be a grandparent. Anybody that's special to the learner that would like to come have breakfast, we welcome them to come between 8 o'clock and 8:40 on the Friday the 11th and Monday the 14th. If one of those dates doesn't work, there is some flexibility there. We're just trying to keep numbers about even on both of those dates. If you haven't turned in the slip letting us know you're coming, keep an eye out for that. I think it was a bright green color. If you don't have that in your child's take-home folder, let us know at the school, and we'll send another one home for you, just so we can get a good count on how much food to provide. On October 17th, we have this really great new thing called Pizza on the Playground. The PTA and our FACE committee, our Family and Community Engagement Committee, are partnering to have Pizza on the Playground. It's a time for families to just come up to Nixon, have a free dinner on us, and enjoy the playground and enjoy each other's company. If there is inclement weather that day or rainy weather, we will bring that inside, so we will still have that activity. Pizza on the Playground on October 17th. October 22 and October 24th are our family conferences. Those are student-led, so you're going to want your learner to come with you to the conference. Plan for about a half an hour, 45 minutes. We will send home information about that in this upcoming week. Teachers are scheduling those now, and we'll send letters home this week to let you know when your conference is scheduled for, and a little bit more information about the conference itself. So that's October 22 and October 24 for conferences. And then the last big thing I want to remind everybody about is on October 31st, Halloween. Ooh, the lights went off. On October 31st, which is Halloween, we will be having our annual Halloween parade. Costumes are definitely welcome. Families come, little siblings, aunts, grandparents. It's a great time. We walk out on the blacktop, do a big lap of a parade. We showcase our cool costumes. Families come and enjoy, and then we also have a fall party at that time as well. So 3 o'clock on October 31st, if you are interested in coming, we will have that Halloween parade on the playground at 3 o'clock. All right, everybody, that's it for me. And before the lights go out, I want to say goodbye, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you back here next week.